I love the thick minors.
Hello and welcome to the Keep Calm and Shut the Fuck Up podcast, the podcast where we talk about whatever the fuck we want and you deal with it. Today in the studio we've got me, Cerys, as a replacement for Sophie. She died. We also have a mystery guest.
Very depressing.
Womp womp. We have a mystery guest and of course Dom, as per usual.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be discussing music genres, so anyone want to talk about genres?
Well, I'll go first then. My music genre, my music taste is like an eclectic mix of fucking everything. We've got pop punk, country, classical, metal, a bit of white girl music in there as well. So yeah, that's it really. I'll listen to everything and anything.
Yeah, same here. I've scrolled through my list before. I've got fucking pop punk, pop, girly pop, K-pop, metal. I've got one song that's just someone going for 1 second and then it just cuts off.
Sounds like a great song.
Yeah, it is. We've got classical. I was listening to classical before you showed up. Yeah, fucking everything. What about you, Cerys?
I listen to everything except for like drum and bass or like that kind of thing. It's repetitive, it's boring, and I just don't like it.
Nah, drum and bass is my fucking jam. Bit of Mr. Traumatic, Devilman, Harry Shorter, it's fucking banging. If you find a good drum and bass song, then it's not repetitive.
Well, I haven't found a good drum and bass song.
Aye, that's fair. Like, to be fair, a lot of them are repetitive. But if you've got a good MC or you've got a good rapper doing it, then it's absolutely wild. Like Harry Shorter, his flow is just fucking impeccable. And to be able to recreate that, you've got to be something really, really fucking special.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough.
But I've got to say, country on top.
Fuck right off.
Country.
Like, honestly, everybody always knocks country music. And they always say, you know, it's always like, if you could get rid of one music genre, what would it be and why would it be country? To be fair, I've only really got into country in the past kind of like 4 months. But fucking anyone that knows me knows that like country is my jam at the minute. And like there's so much versatility in country as well. Like, you know, you've got your guys like Luke Bryan, and even he's got so much versatility. He's done like, you know, your quiet like cry pop songs, your absolute fucking barn stompers like Country Girls Shake It For Me, which is an absolute bop. And then you've got people like Luke Combs, who's like, they do country, but he's also got like a lot of R&B and soul influences as well. And I think just in the genre as a whole, country's got so much versatility with where you can take it in terms of like, if you want a nice cry song because you're just broken up with your girlfriend of like 20 fucking years, then you've got your guys who do that. You know, you've got fucking like Forrest Black is more of a pop guy, but he's definitely got country influences in there. And I think there's just so much versatility with where you can take the genre, especially when you're writing music as well. And so it's really good. There's always a song for like whatever mood you're in, which you don't always find in other genres. Like, you've got different lyrical content, but I think country does a really, really good job of like having different vibes in there to really highlight that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low.
Oh God, no.
Put some music on soft and slow.
Come on then, Dom, what's your favourite genre?
Probably rock, eh? Fucking great genre.
But like what rock?
Glam rock, mate. You've got artists like Kiss. Fucking gorgeous. I would kiss them.
Honestly, that's a mood.
You got songs like I Was Made For Loving You. Just fucking great shit, man. It probably helps that my dad listens to all that shit. So I've just adapted.
That's like the mental thing with me, is that my music taste. See, I've been talking about country so much now. My music taste is like absolutely nothing that like my parents listen to. Like, my stepdad is into, like, fucking the Pixies and all of that kind of punk shit. My mum listens to fucking Motown, which is fucking appalling. Like, get a better music taste, honestly. My brother, fucking God, we don't talk about him.
Sergeant Stabalot.
Sergeant Stabalot Scotty. But which is like the mental thing when you think about it, because normally people listen to the same music as their parents, and the only kind of common ground that me and my mum has. We have Sophie in the fucking building. Let's go.
Guess who's back, bitches?
Guess who's back?
Yay.
Back again.
He's back.
Different.
Oh, don't even get me started
Guess
on
who's
it.
back?
You
Guess who's
keep making
back?
the sound
Guess
of you
who's
all
back?
reacting to me showing up. I feel like it's
Yeah!
good.
It's literally just me going, fucking Sophie's in the building.
The Sophie Grace Manchester United's in the building.
No, it's Manchester University.
Same shit.
Not anymore, it's not.
Why did you fail your English?
Why?
Did you not get in? Do you not own the TikTok page for them anymore?
No, because I got a slipper.
Well, you need to get into
Yeah.
fucking Manchester.
I don't want to go to Manchester.
Well, then you need to change your Instagram page.
I'm not changing my Instagram page.
SophieGrace.lu.
Fuck you, Mr. Guest. I don't care what you think.
Yeah.
Nobody does. I'm Scottish.
Kill yourself.
Right.
That-
That's a bit far. How about nobody kills themselves and we go...
Other than Amy.
And Sophie talks about her favourite genre. What's your favourite genre?
My favourite genre is obviously indie folk because no matter how hard I try to get into happier music, every time I listen to indie folk, I feel
Emo.
like, why I love it so much because my like actual whole like chest just collapses in on itself, and I'm like, yeah, this is how I want to feel.
Yeah.
Aye.
Alright then.
We.
Yippee. Right. If you could get rid of one music genre, what would it be?
Oh, what, like Room 101?
Yeah.
Aye.
I don't know, probably like bubblegum pop. It just pisses me off.
Oh.
May I interject?
Sure.
I haven't said my favourite genre yet.
Exactly, Dawn.
Go.
Go on.
We skipped me.
Sorry, this is... Honestly. You're just so rude.
I'm very sorry, Cerys. From the bottom pit of my heart,
Which is
I
non-existent.
apologise.
Well, the answer is I don't have one. I'm famously known for being a massive Swiftie,
Taylor
but
Swift.
also being massively into metal. I do have Lorna Shore and Taylor Swift on one playlist, and that's normal.
Yeah.
I'm mentally stable.
I feel like they played Taylor Swift in the car this morning when we were driving here.
You feel like?
Yeah, they did, I think. But I think it was a new
Did
one. I
you
didn't know
did
it.
you trauma block
Maybe.
it from your mind?
I didn't know what it was. It was a new one, I think. I don't
Sing it.
Did it
See
have
if
Post
Cerys
Malone in
recognises
it?
know. Maybe.
Can we talk about that man for
That
a
would be
second?
Post Malone then. That
Like,
would be
I would.
Fortnite featuring
Post
Post
Malone.
Malone.
Like, at
And
the
for
minute,
a
he is absolutely
fortnight
caked
there,
up on drugs.
we were. Sorry,
Have
I don't
you
want to
seen
get
him at the minute?
copyrighted.
Fucking
I
is.
kind of thought that it was Lana for like the first 2 minutes.
She sounds nothing like
I
Lana.
don't know.
She has a song with Lana. She has 2 songs with Lana, but it's the same
It was
song,
something
just
about
one of
her,
them's
like,
got more Lana.
crippling alcoholism. I was like,
Yeah.
You sound like Taylor Swift.
I was a functioning alcoholic till nobody noticed my new aesthetic.
Fair enough.
Like, Post Malone at the minute, he's going off on an absolute bender. Like, he's gone heavy into drugs and everything. Your pick's lost. You've lost your pick.
Oh yeah, because I was when I was in the exam, like I didn't want them to like have to check on my pics.
Womp womp.
I have them in my pocket.
Good.
But can I just say, Post Malone has got so much fucking versatility as well.
Yeah.
Like, he did a fucking crybaby country song, and it sounds fucking sick. And
His
like,
new country
I
song's
was
great.
listening to it, and I was like, who the fuck is this? This is a solid song. And
Who's
then I looked at
Malone?
it, and it says
Who's
fucking Post
Malone?
Malone. I was like,
Fucking
what is
Post
this?
Malone?
Guys, I've gained an extra pick. I put
Yeah.
Yippee!
4 out.
Yippee.
Magic pocket.
I've lost a pick. Did you steal one of my picks?
I'm always losing picks.
No, it's not A
A
minor.
minor.
I love A minors.
Yeah, I know you do. Do you want this pick to
Thank you.
Love A minor.
Fucking hell, that is skinny. That is a skinny minor.
This
And
is
I
skinny
love
minor.
the thick minors.
Chuck a sit, love.
As a minor.
Fucking hell.
Oh dear.
As a minor. I fear.
This is going places that.
I'd just like to point out I am also a minor podcast, so it's okay for me to
Oh,
be
actually,
liking the thick
Everyone's here
minors.
minor apart from Sophie.
You fucking pervert. You fucking pedophile.
Sort
Paedophile.
myself out then.
Sophie Gray's paedophile. She touches little children.
That should be your new single.
I've been 18 for 3 weeks.
And
you've
she
already drunk
already
twice.
bought
Actually,
alcohol
I've
and
been 18 for a
cigarettes
month
on the
tomorrow.
day she turned
I've been 18
18.
for 4 weeks.
Yippee!
On the day she
Woohoo!
turned
4
18,
weeks
she
today.
asked the minor for alcoholic advice as well as then bought that minor
No,
cigarettes.
No, this doesn't
That
sound
is
like
what
that.
I'd just like to point out.
Happy being a month of an adult to
Oh shit, I
you.
dropped my phone.
Yeah, it's been shit.
Happy
Yeah.
month of being an adult to you.
you.
Happy month of being an adult to you.
Know what? Right after Cerys finishes singing, I'm gonna clip in that happy birthday song.
Happy month of being an adult to you.
So we're getting rid of
Yeah.
bubblegum pop. What else are we getting rid of?
No,
Dom.
the salad fingers happy birthday from the other episode.
Happy birthday.
It sounds like salad fingers.
It
Salad?
is. I'll clip it back in here.
Happy month of being an adult.
To you.
Happy month of being an adult. Happy month of being an adult.
It's like salad fingers happy birthday.
Happy month of being an adult. It is salad fingers.
Come back to me. I ain't got a clue.
I don't think someone here on this podcast, otherwise we'd be arm wrestling right now.
Yeah.
What genre are you
I've been
getting rid of?
challenged to a duel. How? What was the question?
What genre are you getting rid of?
What genre am I getting rid of?
Aye.
Because I love it too much. Midwest emo.
Aye. That is fair. It's a bit of a bop.
It makes me cry too much.
Amy, have you done this entire episode in a Scottish accent?
Yes.
I'm special magic
mean-
mystery guest number 2.
Yeah, I know. I'll bleep that.
Bang.
Oh, man,
No,
It's in
no
this-
names were
Name
said.
drop her in this
You
episode.
did.
Did you? I didn't know that.
You name dropped her in the mythology episode.
I'm editing this
Oh
one.
yeah,
You mean
cause
you're
yeah,
putting
it
it?
would have been that one.
Sorry.
Banging.
Well, I can still edit if you need me to.
No,
Nah.
it's fine. Honestly.
Cerys can edit.
I can edit. Can I?
You can
You
now.
can, but
I can now. I can try my darndest, but you might lose the whole thing.
Yeah, you just do like weaponized incompetence. Just like volunteer to do it, and then do it wrong, and then we'll never ask you again.
yeah.
That's what I do with my whole life.
I'll just burn the
You wanna go tell John?
computer.
I'll email him.
What burn this?
Alright.
Nobody needs this on a CD.
We need to put this on a record.
No, I mean like actual fire.
Imagine if podcasts. is
I'm
a thing.
I'm saying I'm going to commit arson.
Okay, I did that.
No, know what we need to do?
That was a shit high five. I do hate palms. I have a phobia of palms.
Imagine giving me a fist bump.
I do. But
Just need to high five like this. Yeah, high five me.
Please keep your hands away from me.
So-
John, you're banned from high fives.
The only thing I high five is
Right, and with that
Slay.
note, let's move
Yeah.
on to what genre I would get rid of.
Dating, the tension's just
Says
you
who?
and thinks we're dating.
Ewan genuinely thinks we're dating because of Dom. He told him we are. Alright, what genre would I get rid of? I don't know. There's so that I'll genuinely listen to anything. Fucking kids music. God,
What's wrong with kids
bloody
music?
hell! When you have to listen to kids music like every fucking day of the week,
Wheels
it
on the
gets
bus
very,
go
very
round and round,
repetitive.
round and round.
And it just gets a
Round
bit
and
bloody
round. Wheels
boring.
on the
Like
bus
you
go
listen to,
round
they're
and
all the
round.
same songs, like they're the same chord
day,
progressions, same fucking style. It's fucking repetitive and boring.
Twinkle Twinkle's my jam.
And like,
Ching.
honestly, that is
Baby shark
Ex-
doo-doo.
exactly
Yeah.
shit like that. I'm
It's so
sorry.
bad.
Can we just get rid of that?
Oh my god,
fucking song?
Cocomelon is cursed.
Genuinely,
It's so
that's
cursed. It's so
fucking crazy.
creepy. It's so creepy.
My godson doesn't watch Cocomelon because he's banned from it, so we watch like.
To be fair, the thing is, Cocomelon isn't
I
even
love
the original idea.
Octonauts. Paw Patrol
Cocomelon
was my
stole the
childhood
idea off
Up
of a
until I was
different.
13.
Cocomelon stole the idea off a different kind of thing. So the original idea was one called Little Baby Bum, and they did the exact same thing, but Cocomelon kind of just took it and ended up going mainstream with it.
I don't know what his name is, but there's this guy who's like famously an incel, and he's like,
Me. That's me.
but he made his own version of Bluey, but it's like teaching against being trans and gay and like
I agree
women's
with
rights.
that
It's like
message.
anti-women's
Yeah, haven't you?
rights. And he's
That
like,
message is the
he
best.
looks like, is her name Brett Cooper? The comment section.
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah,
Brett Cooper.
yeah, Brett Cooper. He's like the male version of her, except she's low key hot. I can't lie.
I haven't seen it.
I'm
But
gonna
he's
change my
ugly,
answer.
and I want to punch him in the face.
I'm gonna change my answer to any song that Academy Music has performed. Like, I'm sorry, can we just get rid of her as a whole? Like,
Well, you can.
honestly,
Right, I know what I'm getting rid of. Know that band Wet Leg?
Yeah, she is.
Mhm.
Right, any of you know that band Wet Leg?
I love wet. I was in you
I
wet
fucking
June, driving
hate
in my
it.
car.
I used to
oh
hate
god,
it.
not that
Yeah.
song.
How do you?
It's the fact that they're just saying words over a beat and then it's
Yeah, but that was like
apparently
one song.
good.
Welcome to
You
every
shit.
That
fucking
was-
song
Fucking
ever.
There is.
No,
Words
but there's
over the
still
beat.
talent.
They do have a song that's just like, "Mummy, Daddy, da 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 da. I went to school and I got the big." It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Exactly.
I don't know
I
why
hate
that's
it.
like my favorite because they have so many better songs than that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was in the Wolf Alice like Sophia at the time of Wet Leg dropping, so there was no way I was ever gonna get away without listening to Wet Leg. It wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
I tried for like 2 months.
I don't know, their Grammy speech. I liked them, and then they won a Grammy like multiple times, and it put me off because they were weird. they,
I liked them and then I found out they were weird.
It's like with us.
well, I
No,
like
'cause people don't like
weirdness,
being
but I
fucked with.
don't
I did.
like what they were doing.
Yeah, that's most people's complaints about me. To be honest, I liked you and then I found out you were weird.
What is everybody's favourite band or artist?
Those are two different questions.
Yeah.
Okay, favourite artist.
Favorite artist? Taylor Swift.
Favorite artist?
Aye,
Probably Adrian Lenker right now. To be honest.
aye, that's fair. Dom.
I was
Know what?
fully expecting Phoebe Bridgers
Artists.
right
I'm gonna have to go Amy Whitemore.
Knew that was coming. She is an
favourite band?
absolutely like
I
fucking
fucking would.
amazing singer. So if you
I
don't
know.
know who Amy Whitemore is, go and listen to Give It the Fight acoustic version on Spotify now. I don't know my favourite band. Favourite artist. Biffy Clyro. Everyone who knows me knows I will rave about
It's
that
Aiden.
band.
Have you done this whole episode in this tracks?
I will rave about that band every fucking day of the week. Like, the way that I found them is kind of really important to me, and I think the real reason I like them a lot is because there's so much personal stuff there in terms of like my relationship with my dad and stuff, but also like they just write fucking really good music, and like it's actually really fucking
Which
good
one?
because of Biffy Clyro. And a lot of people kind of knock them and say they don't do any kind of specific genre and they're just kind of a bit fucked. But you know what? I think it's great. Like, the drummer is absolutely amazing. Like, his ability to play 2 different time signatures at once, he's done fucking 3 before, is absolutely impeccable. And, like, as a band, they just work together really, really well. And I think the fact that they don't write one specific genre of music as such is such a huge part of who they are as a band, because I think quite often bands can get so stuck in, well, we're a metalcore band, so we're just going to have to write metalcore now, that's what we do, that's who we are. But Biffy have really, really found a way to kind of brand themselves as a band that does what the fuck they want, and they can do so much cool stuff within that and experiment that I fucking love it.
It's like,
Yeah, fair enough.
we're doing Vans.
Yeah, sure.
Am I going first then?
You go
Yeah,
first.
sure.
I will have to say Boy Genius because literally 3 of my favorite artists in the supergroup.
I fucking knew it.
It sounds about
Seriously.
right.
It was never going to be anything else, was it really?
It was never
Well.
going to be anything else.
What about you, Cerys?
What about me? I'm stuck between 2. Mine's either Wilt. Anyone who knows me knows I'm obsessed with that band. They released an EP and I knew all the words to all of their songs the next day. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's either them or Ginger, who are a progressive metal band.
Fucking gingers. Hate the lot of them. Wankers.
Shout out to Trev.
It's spelled differently. It's spelled Jinj.
Did I ask? No.
It
Shout out
doesn't
to
count.
Louis
Also,
Trevor.
none of them are ginger. None of them are ginger.
That's half
I
acceptable.
love
We'll
you
let them
so
live.
much, but I'm gonna have to go because my settler's waiting in the car.
Oh, this is fucking. Get your step
The
and get him on the
audacity.
podcast.
I can't let him in the building. I'm not allowed.
Well, I don't give a shit.
I'm honestly surprised Georgia even let me in, but she can't really not because I'm supposed to be here today.
Yeah, fair.
Right. Love you all.
Right, hang on. My
Well, we
favourite
don't love
band.
you.
You fucking gay.
I'm stuck between two of my favourite
Oh
bands.
Jesus, please tell me no. Dom, no, Dom, no.
Number one is Gorillaz. I just love the band. Great lore.
No.
And the other one is Loving the Menace.
No.
I second that.
What I'm gonna say is, like, although
Great.
there's a lot of
Yesterday's
bands
eyeliner is
out
a
there,
bop.
I actually love that song.
Yeah, so do I.
Yesterday's
It's a
eyeliner
great
is a
song.
bop.
within the Lavender Menace, but I think you did write really, really good fucking songs.
It's true, you did.
I've heard I can get merch somewhere, and I want some.
Yeah.
Regardless
guys.
of what, like, you think.
Finish what you were saying.
Regardless of what people think, like, you did actually write good fucking songs. And for someone that doesn't like that genre of music, I actually enjoyed watching you guys play because you wrote it really, really well.
Yeah, obviously, it was so awesome. Right.
Exactly.
It's true.
I'm gonna have to cut because I don't want this announcing publicly. Yet, but
Right, goodbye Sophie Grace Manchester
I appreciate
University
your company,
United.
And I will. I promise. I can actually promise you that I will not surprise you again, and I probably won't see you until.
Please don't, because I nearly had a heart attack.
So did
no
I.
joke. Bye,
Accepted and
Sophie.
failed.
Bye Sophie Grace.
Everybody, just text me because I'm bored and I.
Okay, I will.
I've literally been texting you every day.
Yeah, so have I, you ignored me.
You should all be doing that.
I did and you ignored
I
me.
do text you on the fucking gig group
You
chat.
left me undelivered.
Oh my God, the
You've done the
audacity.
same to me as well.
How fucking dare you?
I left you on red, so
Just go.
Ooh, that is unacceptable.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I'm not really that bothered.
I didn't know what to reply, so I just didn't.
I'm not a super like overthinker. If people leave me on red, I'm just like chill. They're probably busy. And this is how you cure anxiety.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye Sophie Grace.
Thank God she's gone.
What a fucking
Fucking women. Music.
Notice how the episode's immediately died as soon as Sophie's left.
What were we talking about? Genres.
Yeah, but then we finished our
Oh yeah,
conversation.
favorite bands, and
Oh,
then
yeah, we were about to do
finished
that. Oh yeah, no, we did finish that because it was gingers.
Yeah, gingers.
Shout out Louis Trevor.
Oh mate, fucking Cerys, what an absolute legend. We love the lad. We love him. We love him.
What else about music genres?
Favorite song.
We're all musicians. What music do we make? Do we release?
So
Do we come?
my kind of what I'm releasing at the minute is a real weird mix. So I started writing as like an acoustic pop artist, and it was me and a fucking acoustic guitar. And then I kind of fell in love with country music, and then I kind of started wanting to get into that. And so I'm trying to bridge that gap in between kind of like being acoustic pop and acoustic country. But like the new song that I just finished mixing and mastering isn't either. It's a song that I wrote with me on the guitar, which is how I've written all of my songs apart from one. But yeah, I'd say I'm an acoustic country pop artist. Because at the minute I'm kind of bridging that. My covers are pretty much always country music now. But still a lot of my originals feel a bit more poppy rather than country. But I think the beauty of country music as a whole, it's got so much versatility that actually I can say I am an acoustic country artist, because when I record my songs, I can record them in a way that's a bit more country with the instrumentation.
Where can people listen to your music?
I am now up to 4,000 streams on Spotify and Amazon Music.
Yeah.
And 3 months I think now? 4 months. No, yeah, 3 months.
Fucking disappointing. I was expecting you to do. We got it on YouTube.
But
podcast.
we've got YouTube, we got Amazon Music, Apple Music, Spotify, Napster. Fucking hell, that is a blast from the past. We've got YouTube, TikTok. Basically, if you use it, it's on there, so go listen to it. That's a little spiel I do at all of my gigs.
Yep.
I don't, I forget. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm also like on the internet, so Google me, you'll find all the information there.
Yeah.
What about you? What music do you do?
I'm having a bit of genre crisis at the minute, I can't lie. All of my other stuff, all the stuff that I've released so far has been like indie kind of. I say that my music is if Taylor Swift, Bon Jovi and Carrie Underwood had a child.
Oh, that sounds fucking banging.
It really fucking does.
So it's some of it's indie pop, some of it's just straight indie, some of it's indie folk. But at the minute, I am trying to kind of move away from that. Well, I'm recording an EP at the minute. Shush, don't tell anyone.
Bit late for that now.
But yeah, once I get this EP out, I'm moving to grunge and alt rock.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing with music, is like a lot of people slate artists for changing genres. And like you look at this whole Jelly Roll thing at the minute, like he's moving away from rap and he gets a lot of stick for that. And people are saying, well, he failed in rap, so he's moved to something else. But actually, you know what? If that's not what you enjoy doing anymore, then fucking change it. Like, we all do music because we enjoy doing music.
Oh, I don't.
The money is just kind of like, I'd do it even if I didn't get paid, which I quite often fucking don't.
You don't get paid for music.
Exactly. Like, we don't do it for the money. We do it because we fucking love doing it. And so if there's a genre that you want to change into, fucking go for it. Like, make that jump. And at the end of the day, if people judge you for it, at least you're doing what you love and you're being true to yourself with what you want to do.
I've got a fun fact. Just from me listening to yesterday's Eyeliner by Loving a Menace for 4 months, they gained a total of £1.63.
I'm on like fucking $3 at the minute. In 3 months, I'm getting $1 a month off of this shit.
Yeah.
I've been going for nearly 2 years, so my number's higher than that, but experience and more songs out probably. Yeah, listen to me on everything, especially Deezer, because Deezer's my #1 streaming app. Cerys Curtis, it's hard to spell because it's Welsh for some reason.
Fucking Welshies. Still better than the English.
So you got someone from Wales, someone from Scotland, someone from England. Just an Irish person here.
Get your fucking mate in.
Oh, Harvey.
I was going to say something, but I've forgotten.
Say it.
Oh, yeah. The Crown. People sing it at me because it's that good. It's got nearly 12,000 streams, so get it up to 12,000 streams.
Or else.
Or else.
Or else.
I'm in the walls. I will find you.
Yeah, it is true. Alright then, I've got one song out, and it's a song that I had to put out for coursework. It's called The Ballad of ACC, and it's only on SoundCloud under the name Heath Mill.
But to be fair, as a bare bone skeleton song, it's pretty fucking good. It just needs producing a bit.
I think even if I
us.
did produce it, it would still sound shit.
If you got a good producer, then it's fucking good.
I suppose. Right then.
You said something, but I rudely interrupted you.
I can't remember what. Oh yeah, I was talking. No, I'd finished my point. I was all about like changing genres. And
No, before that.
I don't
Before
remember.
my question, you were asking a question, but I asked a question.
Right.
Oh yeah, favourite song. What's everybody's favourite song at the minute, and why?
Couldn't say.
Hang on, they've gone to Spotify, so I've been listening to too much.
Oh, I could tell you right this very second, it's Enjoy the Silence by Depeche Mode.
That is a fucking bop.
I've gotten really into goth music recently. I'm starting a goth band. I basically am a baby bat at this point. Yeah, it's just, mostly because of that song, but...
Favourite song at the minute? I think my favourite song to play at the minute has got to be Country Girl by Luke Bryan. It's a fucking barnstomper. I fucking love it. It's an absolute bop of a song. But my favourite song to listen to as actually that's my favorite song to perform. My favorite song to kind of just like chill out to and like have a blast is it's that D&B song. I always forget its name. Supernatural. Supernatural by
I'm in love with drum bass,
Grima and
my
Azar
DNA,
with Mr. Traumatic.
Medicine, Uni 3 edit.
It's a bloody bop. It's absolutely amazing. And I just love a bit of D&B.
Right then. If we're talking the past week, or if we're talking just today, it's Sincerely Me from Dear Evan Hansen.
Bop.
And if we're talking the past month, it's either Man Eater by Hall & Oates or Rockaway. Fucking good songs.
Sincerely me.
It's you dearly. Sincerely me. Sincerely me. Sincerely me.
I'm a theatre kid.
I'm not, but kind of am.
I massively am. It's quite disgraceful, actually.
Know what?
Why is it playing again? Did you put it on loop?
Dear Evan Hansen,
While we're on this topic, what's your favourite play?
What's my favourite play?
Yes.
Like, I cannot concentrate. What is going on? Do you separate plays from musicals?
Musical, not play. Fucking musical.
Yeah, that one.
Favourite musical?
Yeah.
Les Mis.
I see. I used to love Les Mis, and then I had to do it with orchestra, and now I fucking hate it. It is the bane of my fucking life, and I never want to watch it again.
Part of my password for everything is I've been obsessed with Les Mis since I was like
Right, go hack
5.
100 accounts. You know what to do.
I said part of my password. You would
Didn't say
never guess
how much 100% of that is.
You wouldn't say you can't guess what the rest of the password is.
Can try.
There
What's your
might be
favourite
other
musical?
numbers and there might also be some letters possibly,
fucking good
but I'm not gonna say anything.
There you go. That's the password. Numbers and letters 1, 2, 3.
Numbers and letters 1, 2, 3.
What's your favourite musical, Mr. Dominic Harrison?
Right. I'm struggling here. So,
Is it Hamilton?
no. Amy kept pressuring me to watch Hamilton because my sister kept watching it, but I'd never actually watch it. So I've watched that, and it's a good musical, but I wouldn't say it's my favourite. My favourite one is Ride the Cyclone. You seen it?
Have I seen it?
Yes.
Never even heard of it.
It's about a group of school children who go on a roller coaster, die, and then they have to prove why they deserve to come back to life.
Oh shit, that sounds fucking good.
That
It
actually
is. It's
sounds
a
quite
fucking good musical. I'd go listen to it.
My favourite musical has got to be a musical called Babies the Musical. And it's actually coming out on the West End, I think this year, potentially next year now. But we wrote it like 2 years ago now, almost. Yeah, it was 2 years ago we wrote it. And I was part of a music collective. And basically they gave us a challenge to write a whole fucking musical and script it and everything and do the choreography. And I think like 4 of the songs are out on Spotify and stuff.
Yeah.
But essentially I wrote the majority of the lyrics and I did all of the drum parts for that. But I'm not credited with anything, which I fucking hate that fact. Someone else took the credits off of me, the bloody wanker. We don't talk about that. But basically, yeah, I think it's a really fucking fun musical. It's basically all about like these fucking year 10s, like the year 11s over the summer had got fucking pregnant loads of times. So the year 10s had to come back, and basically to stop them from wanting to become mums and stuff, they had to look after this little like animatronic doll baby with a random fucking person from their class. It's a really weird concept, I will admit. I'm not explaining it very well, but basically they just have to look after these fucking dolls for the year. And we explored basically kind of like interpersonal dynamics, the politics of the classroom, as well as these kids having to deal with like essentially being parents. And so because a lot of us had single parents growing up, we wanted to kind of explore that ideal of actually single parenthood and teen parenthood. But in the end, they all throw the babies off the cliff.
Yeah, good on you.
But yeah, no, I think for me, listening to that soundtrack is actually like a really proud moment for me of this is something that I've done. It's out there, it's recorded, and it's
This
fucking
is
going
your
to the
baby.
West End. Babies the Musical is my little baby. I did 90% of the work for the music on that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So I go listen to Babies the Musical on Spotify.
Absolutely will. My bus journey home's gonna be the best. You were 13-time.
First time teen parent.
Other music stuff.
Exactly.
Favourite instrument?
Ooh, bass.
What, to like listen to or to play?
I don't know why
Either.
I questioned that. Bass. Bass is the best instrument.
Big, dirty, stinking bass. Dirty, stinking bass. Big, dirty, stinking bass. Dirty, dirty, stinking big. I don't know. I think at the minute I'm actually going through like a real major crisis. In the past, since the start of this year, I've touched the drum kit maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
And so for me, that's like a major thing. I started the drums like fucking almost 11 years ago now.
Yeah.
And I've barely touched them in the past kind of like almost half a year now. And so, but the thing is, I'm also loving playing guitar at the minute, but I'm also slowly kind of losing that. Like, I didn't play for a few days. I came back yesterday and I was fucking loving it. But I think I'm just going through a real crisis at the minute of having been so busy with everything. I'm not really having time to put effort into actually enjoying what I'm doing in music, and I'm just kind of doing the same shit over and over again in terms of what I'm playing. But it's also been a really good opportunity for me to explore other things and like start setting up my own company, which is pretty fucking sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think my favourite instrument to play would be drums if I'm playing pop punk. Like when I start playing pop punk on the drums, like that's the first genre I got into when I started to develop as my own drummer. And so for me to kind of come back to that and play it is really, really exciting, and I always get really lost in it and I love doing it. But that element of me also loves kind of being up on stage with the guitar, leading the rest of the band behind me and having that big energy and being like, I'm leading this band here now.
Yeah, sick.
Mr. Dominic Harrison.
Right. I don't even know if you know this. I've got a lot of fucking instruments.
He's got a lot of instruments, people.
At the moment, I'm a singer. I've got an electronic drum kit, a keyboard, an electric guitar, an acoustic guitar, a ukulele, a violin, a kalimba, and a miniature steel pan.
And a harmonica.
But out of all of them, I love playing drums the most because it's just sick. Because it's an easy way to get your aggression out without having to kill anyone. And you can make shit while doing it. And it's a lot simpler to play than guitar and all that shit. Yeah.
If we're listing instruments, I have 7, I'm pretty sure. I've got an electric
carry on,
guitar. I've got an electric guitar, 2 acoustics, 3 ukuleles, a keyboard. That's it. But I can play drums, bass, violin, and other stuff that I've forgotten.
Okay, so my
Yeah.
musical instrument breakdown. We have a bass guitar called Benny.
Oh, we were
have-
saying
Is it?
names.
We have a bass guitar called Benny. My main acoustic guitar is called Billy. My electric is Bobby. And my little green acoustic guitar is called Kyle. So we've got Benny, Billy, Bobby, and Kyle. So I've got 4 guitars. I have 3 drum kits. I've got 2 acoustic kits and an electric kit. I have a piano. I've got a full-size piano. I have a MIDI keyboard. I've got, I can't remember what it's called, but it's similar to a steel pan, but it's not a steel pan. I got that for Christmas. I can't remember what it's called. I'll find out. I've also got a clarinet. I've got a recorder. I've got violin. Sorry, I know I've got a fucking guitar. I've got a recorder. I've got a violin. What else have I got? I feel like I've got something else, but I can't think what. Oh, I've got a trumpet as well. I've got a trumpet. I have a lot of instruments. I collect instruments a lot
Show
over the
off.
years.
Yeah, I'm too broke for that.
Oh, so am I. I got most of it for like dirt cheap. So my first drum kit that I bought myself, I got for £60, which for a drum kit is dirt cheap. Like
That
they
is
normally go
cheap. That is
a
really
used
cheap.
kit can normally go for over 250 to 300 quid. So I was very, very lucky to get that. And then the second one I actually got for free. Someone let me borrow this drum kit, and then they moved. They moved house, and they totally forgot that we exist. They forgot that their drum kit exists. So I now have a free Pearl Export 22-inch kit.
Fair enough.
If we're naming, my electric is called Billy.
Stealing names.
One of my acoustics is called Emma, and the other's called Blue. My ukuleles are George, Pearl, and Woody, and then my piano's Zoe. My violin that I used to have was called Worrell, and my bass, when I get it, is going to be called Anne. I think that's it.
Alright. Right, my acoustic guitar's called acoustic guitar. My electric guitar's called electric guitar. My keyboard's called keyboard. I don't have names for instruments, I just sort of have instruments. I feel no need to name them.
I only name my guitars. I used to name all of my drums, but I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have about 10 different cymbals. No, 11 cymbals. I think. Yeah, I've got 11 different cymbals. I have 4 snare drums. I've got 1, 2, 9, 13 tom drums and 4 bass drums. So that's a lot if I'm going to name all of them.
Alright.
That's a lot of drums.
It is. So if anybody wants to buy some drums off me,
Can I
then
buy them
hit
for
me up.
free?
If you give me the money, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still going for free.
If you give me the £200, then you can have them for free.
I've got £1 worth of 5p coins. Will you take that?
I'll take it off you. Yeah, you won't get anything in return, but I'll take it off you.
No, I don't. No, I'm not shaking on that. That's not a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I got told someone was going to buy me a bass today.
Off who?
Who, what, where, when, why, how? Give
So-
us the details.
Where?
Someone was like, "Oh, can you session bass for me?" And I was like, "I mean, I can, but I don't have a bass." And he was like, "Oh, I'm getting 1K this weekend, so I can just buy you one." And I was like, "No."
Who was that?
God.
Ah, the person who's supposed to show up.
The person who was supposed to be here but isn't,
The fucking bitch that was
because he wanted to go to lesson instead and do work.
nerd. You want to tell your story about Karame Music?
Oh, mate, Karame Music. Okay, so for any of you who don't know, Karame Music is she says she's a country singer-songwriter. Country my fucking ass. The most
Sister.
country she's done is Fast Car and Jolene. She can fuck off if she thinks she's bloody country. But yeah, no, she...
Fast car country.
To be fair, the initial song is country. That's a country
Tracy
song.
Chapman one.
Aye. She's a country singer-songwriter. Although it's a popular song, it fits it as a country song. Just because it's not like Chattahoochee, for example, it is a
Yeehaw.
country
There's
song.
not enough banjo for it to be country.
To be fair, that is a joke I made with Mr. Andy McNevin when I was recording, is how much banjo and mandolin can we fit into this fucking song? But yeah, so I know Karame Music going years back, and she's just a bit of a selfish prick. Like, we play a gig for her, and she says, yeah, it'll be fully paid. Right, can I get that in writing? I'll message you it later. I'll message her later. So, how much are we getting paid for this gig? Fucking nothing. I'm like, okay, bloody bollocks, that's great then, isn't that? We play the gig, and she's just a little bitch. She's very, very demanding. And, like, me as a session musician, I'll do what you want me to do. That is my job. If you've got me as a session musician, it's not my job to tell you how to play the song, what I want to do. It's my job to listen to you and do what the fuck you want me to do. But if that's not physically human possible, if you want me to hit 3 cymbals at the same time, I can't fucking do that. And yeah, so then she stole my bass guitar off me, which I had to steal back off of her when she was at the pub. I had to break into her house and steal it back, which was a whole different story. But yeah, she complains a lot. She complains that she doesn't do anything in music ever, but then she doesn't try and get gig opportunities. And she's just one of those people that says she likes to do music and is really interested in doing music as a career, but does nothing about it. And like, I can fully respect if you're trying to get opportunities and you can't get them. I'm in that position a lot. But when you're not trying to get opportunities and you're saying every day, yeah, I want to be a musician, I love doing this, then fucking go out and do it. Find yourself some opportunities.
Bible.
Yeah.
Quran.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Right.
I knew what you were going to say next. You can shut the fuck up.
Nah, I'm doing something different. You've heard of it. Have you heard about that portal between Ireland and New York?
I have. Yep. Yes, I have. And they weren't they showing photos of 9/11 through the portal in Ireland?
So the Irish were showing the New Yorkers 9/11, and the New Yorkers were flashing the Irish. So they've just shut the portal down because why not? Realistically, what did they expect?
Yeah, like
Anywhere in Britain, that's gonna fucking happen.
The person that green-lighted that, I want to know what was going through their head, because that's just who sat there and thought, yeah, that's a great idea with the Irish's humour. I'm sorry, no.
Just fucking British humour in general is take the piss out of other people as much as you can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you wanker.
Hello.
I started in country music.
So did T Swizzles.
I know. That's why I started in country music. Except she went pop, and then she went indie, and then she went pop again. Whereas I went country, indie, grunge.
Metal.
Yeah. I do want to learn how to do that. I'm literally like I'm learning metal vocals.
I didn't even learn how to
moment.
do it. I just sort of made it sound like I was throwing up, and then someone said, "Oh yeah, that sounds like it."
I think that's one of the really interesting things about being a musician, though, is like everybody always says, like, as a musician, you've got to brand yourself, you've got to find your niche, you've got to find something no one else is doing and exploit it. You've got to find a gap in the market. But if you look at every single fucking popular artist today, none of them is doing what they did at the start.
Yeah.
Like
MGK.
T Swizzles is fucking doing everything and anything. She started out doing country. Fucking Ed Sheeran started out with him and a fucking guitar, and now he's doing big band. He's done fucking.
He's collaborating with
collabs
Bring Me the
with
Horizon.
Fucking Bring Me. You look at bands like Blink-182, for example. Initially, they started out as a punk band.
Boo.
Don't you dare fucking do Blink-182.
I hate Blink.
If you want to dish
I
Travis
hate
Barker,
Blink.
I will fucking kill you.
He's a great drummer, but I think they're a shit band.
I know. I do love a good bit of Blink-182 sometimes.
I hate Blink. I'm sorry.
But I think they started out as a punk band initially, which is why they had Travis Barker, because he had an amazing ability with his hand speed. But now they kind of defined what a modern pop punk is.
Yeah.
And so I think it's really interesting looking at ourselves as musicians, being like, where do I fit in the music industry today in like my local scene? But actually, it's alright to change and do different shit and experiment and move on, because that's what everybody's fucking doing. We just get stick for it when we're small because we need to build a brand.
Yeah, like Machine Gun Kelly. He was a rapper and then got dissed by Eminem so hard that he switched genres and now he's a pop punk artist.
Honestly, his fucking collabs with Youngblood were not it. That is the one thing I will say about Travis Barker. He fucking collabed with MGK, the little prick.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, like, I don't like Blink, and I also don't like Willow, but Travis's collaborations with Willow are incredible. Those songs are like bosh.
But
He's an amazing drummer, and I think a lot of people, like, obviously people understand that he's a good drummer, but I think only other drummers truly understand how fucking impeccable he is, and actually only a drummer can sit down and break down what he does and understand how insane it is. Like, obviously to any person watching him, it's like he's moving around the kit really, really quick, he's doing really cool stuff, that's really good. But then being a drummer and looking at it is really, really different, because you're able to understand how he moves around the kit, how he flows, and kind of what his method of working stuff out is. And for me to look at that is just absolutely insane, and I can't even begin to grasp how he moves and what he does. And I think that's a really cool thing about him as a drummer, is obviously he started out in a line band doing rudiment stuff on a fucking snare drum. And, you know, he never really actually wanted to do music. But Blink approached him and was like, we need a drummer. You're fucking sick. Do you want to play the big drums? And he's like, sick, I'll give it a go and I'll move off in a few years. And now he's part of one of the biggest bands in the world.
yeah,
And the shittest.
The shittest band is Taylor Swift's backing band.
If you dare insult Paul Sidoti, you will be getting slapped.
and
I swear to God, you cannot insult Paul Sidoti. He's not like the greatest guitarist of all time, but he's probably my favorite guitarist of all time. That guy is a legend.
you two are gonna end up scrapping in a minute.
I don't know,
I will fight to the death
I
about
feel-
Taylor Swift.
I think the thing with Taylor Swift is what she's doing is great. And no disrespect to her, but I believe she's overrated. And I don't say that lightly as a musician, because I don't think you should say anybody's overrated. But I think when you look at how big she is, I think for what she's doing, it doesn't add up. Like, I think if she was damn fucking lucky to get where she was, and her songwriting ability as a whole is really fucking good. She writes good songs, but I just think she doesn't have it completely in terms of what she gets out of it. And I couldn't write songs as good as her, I'm not going to lie.
You already do.
But she also has a huge fucking team of writers with her. And I think she is overrated. I think every major artist is overrated. Because they're selling out, you know, you've got these people who are saying, I'm willing to die for this fucking person, all because they write a song. And I think that
I
says
didn't
a
say
lot more.
I didn't say I would die for her. I said
think that
I would
says
fight
a
to the
lot
death.
Exactly.
But I would
and
win.
and
Exactly.
stuff
I
like
would
that,
win.
that is
So
like,
I wouldn't die
you
because
don't
I would
know this
win.
person at all, and yet you're willing to, you know, pay fucking thousands of pounds
I'm not paying thousands of
to
pounds.
see them from
My mum's
fucking
paying thousands
miles
of
off away.
pounds.
It's like, actually, if I ever get to that point as a musician, fucking kill me, please. I swear to God,
Alright.
take that down in writing.
Do a Kurt Cobain and go.
Because I just think no one deserves to have that much power
Attention.
given to them.
I do think she's extremely controversial with how she handles, because she does see her industry, like her music is a business to her. It's not like, oh, I'm a musician, I like making music, so I'm going to put it out. It is a business.
Yeah.
And she definitely knows how to make the most profit and how to, like, take advantage of the fact that people are so strongly connected to her music. And I am one of those people that's so extremely connected to her music, but the lengths that some fans go, and she knows that people will do that, and she's fully taking advantage of that, which is like a really smart business move. But if you look at it from an outside perspective, it's a bit fucked up.
And it's the thing with, like, artists making people pay, like, fucking loads for a meet and greet. I never want to do that. Like, if I get to that point as a musician where people want to do meet and greet, I'll be fucking outside the venue, like, 20 minutes after I finish my set, and everyone can come and fucking see me. Because, for me, that's what being a musician is about. It's about a community. It's not about, right, you've got more fucking money so you can see me. There was one classical guy, I can never remember his name, but like the first 5 rows in every performance he did, he would refuse to sell. And he'd get his security to go to like the people up right
Yeah,
at the
he-
fucking back of the
yeah.
venue and say, right, come and sit down at the front, because that's the people who genuinely want to be there. It's the people who are paying like for these seats up at the back because they just want to fucking be there for the music, and that's the people who matter. It's not the people who are down at the front and paying fucking loads of money because
it's the people that
they
are
don't
taking
really
any
deserve
seat
to be
because
there.
they just want to be there.
Aye,
Right, there's only one artist I would kill someone for, and that is Amy
Amy
Whitmore.
Whitmore.
Or Heath Mill, one of the two. Yeah, I've got a funny story. This is about me dad. Shout out.
God.
So there was this famous, there's this famous classical composer. I can't remember his name, but he was stood on one of the platforms at New Street, and my dad was on that platform and realised he needed to be on a different one, so he was sprinting down the platform, bumped into him and told him to move out the way, you twat. And then got to his platform, walked off, and then realised about 4 hours later who it was.
Who was it?
I can't remember. It's some famous classical composer. I'll find it out now.
My stepdad used to drink in the same pub as I think it was Robert Plant. He used to drink in the same pub as when he was like fucking huge, and after they gone really, really big, they used to drink in the same pub, which is pretty fucking cool. Especially for my dad. Like, he's a guitarist, he's a bassist. It's fucking sick for him.
That's sick. I think I've told this story on the pod already, but I met Philip Selway from Radiohead.
I have the drummer from Bastille. I have one of his cymbals.
You do not.
I have one of his cymbals.
You do not. I'm a massive Bastille fan. Like,
I
a
used to be. They
huge
were the
Bastille
first band I
fan.
ever saw in concert.
No way.
And it was at the O2, the other O2, the Academy. And I was in year 8, I think, so 5 years ago now. And they were on tour. And I was in fucking love with these guys. And so I went to their gig. And actually, I got 2 pretty cool stories from that. My favourite song at the time from them was a song called Flaws.
I love Flaws.
And they did it as
Flaws
an
is such a good
encore.
song.
And Dan ended up fucking coming upstairs, but I had to be upstairs sitting down because I wasn't old enough to be standing up. I was only 14 at the time. But he was passing the mic around to everyone. I fucking grabbed the mic off this guy and fucking like belted out the last line of the chorus, last line of the whole. Mate, I was fucking buzzing. So that's a pretty cool story. And then the second one, they'd left some of the stuff up on stage. I'd stayed around after because we waited for the fucking people to leave so we could get home on a not packed train. And I'd noticed, shit, they've left some stuff up on stage. I said to him, I'm just going to nip downstairs for a quick minute and see what I can find. And he left his crash cymbal there. So
No
I
way.
have his Pearl crash cymbal.
That's sick.
I've got something interesting. Hasn't happened to me, but back in the day when Black Sabbath was still a thing and doing gigs, they used to finish so late that all the trains would be cancelled. So what they'd do was they'd organise trains just for people who went to their concerts and called it the Crazy Train because of Ozzy Osbourne's song Crazy Train. Just love that geezer. The way he bit the head off that bat. Admirable.
That moment's so upsetting for me. I hate that. No, bats are too cute. Please don't kill any.
How do we feel about phone use at gigs?
Huh?
How do you feel about phone use at gigs? Because I
Depends.
think, like...
It depends.
Yeah.
It honestly does. If it's like... I think you should be able to record a handful, like your favourite song and maybe their biggest song, but I hate it when people are just stood there recording the entire time. Like, I did a gig recently and I said, oh, record this one because I want to post it and want the band to see it. Like, I want you to record that if I ask you to. Or like if there's a sad song or something and everyone's got their flashlights out, like that's cool. But if you're just stood there recording the whole thing, like you're not in the moment.
I'm like the complete opposite opinion of that.
You are not.
For me, I think, especially as an artist, I love seeing people having their phones out.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's like, holy shit, you like this song, you want to fucking remember it. And I think for me at gigs as well, I recorded the majority of Biffy Clyro's set when I went to see them last year. Because for me, that was such a huge moment, and obviously, I remember that gig. I remember it being an absolute highlight of my life. But I love going back on my phone and watching the videos. And I think there's that video of Corey Taylor where he's slapping a fan's phone out of the hand. That's not fucking on. Like, I don't know. I think I can understand the reasoning behind it of, like, you want people to be there in the moment and watching your set. You don't want people to be watching it through a phone. But I also think that it's something really, really special when a fan wants to record your set. That says a lot about how much you're impacting them. And for me, when I'm playing a gig and there's people in the audience who don't know me, they've never watched me before, and I get halfway through a song and they pull their phone out, for me, that's something really, really positive. And it's like, that's also a big way that artists get noticed. For example, the Beatles down at the Cavern Club, they got massively noticed because these videos were circulating around of them. You look at Lewis Capaldi, he was supporting Bastille on their tour. A week later, he went fucking huge in the world because of this one video someone had made of him joking around about him pissing his pants at a gig. That's genuinely one of the biggest reasons he got big, was because someone had found that moment, it got put up online, he went huge.
Do you remember that problem with Lewis Capaldi, and how he wore a Liam Gallagher t-shirt, and then Liam Gallagher came out and just dissed Lewis Capaldi about it? Oh yes, I've just messaged me dad about the situation. So it was Sir Simon Rattle, and he was a conductor.
He did not.
He called him a twat because, and I quote, "he nearly had my trolley off the edge of the platform."
Shit.
So he was pushing the trolley down the platform, and he's just run into him and almost knocked him onto the tracks.
Oh, God.
Yeah, anyway.
Phone use at gigs. And there's also that video of the Disturbed. That put me off the Disturbed. And there was a video, this fan had a phone out quite a lot during the performance. And the guy, I can never remember his fucking name, but the front man for the Disturbed basically stopped the whole show, put a spotlight on her, spent like a 10-minute rant having to go, why the fuck are you on your phone? Get off your phone.
I hate artists that do
yada, yada, yada. And I've played with him. He's conducted me before, which is fucking mental as well. But yeah, it's like he's had a 10-minute rant at her, and this woman hadn't booked her ticket. Her boyfriend had dragged her along to the gig. She was messaging her babysitter. And so I think for an artist to turn around and say, get off your fucking phone, that's not on. Especially singling people out for that as well, that is definitely not on. Like, if you don't want people recording at your gigs, put a notice out at the start. Say, put signs up around the venue, please don't record, we want you to be in the moment. Or, have it on the ticket saying, don't bring your phone because they can't be confiscated or something like that. And if you get halfway through your set and you decide, you're pissing me off, I don't want you on your phone so much, when you're halfway through your set, you're in between songs, say, put off your phones away for this one, let's concentrate on being in the moment. There's ways and means about it. And that actually put me off the Disturbed for a long time. I stopped listening to their music purely because of that one interaction we'd had with a fan on their phone.
Right, I've got a question, and it's similar to this. Phones in movie theatres.
No,
That's a completely different kettle of fish.
it's different.
Because there's a difference between somebody paying for a ticket to watch a live gig, and it's part of the ethos of live gigs that it's going to be recorded. But there's a big difference between that, where a band can't get any more fucking money out of that gig, and so it's actually really nice that people want to record that and sharing it online. I think that's a bit of a difference. Sharing it online is a bit where I'm like, now you are potentially if you film a whole set and put it up online, that's now potentially somebody who's not going to a gig because they can watch one online. But I think filming snippets here and there, it's fine. Filming a song, for example, is fine. But I think if you're recording the whole set, putting that up online, that's different. And that's the thing with movie theatres. If you're taking your phone into a movie theatre to film, it's because you want to record the whole thing so you can watch it again and again and again without having to buy a DVD. Whereas people can access any song they want for free. The only difference between it being live is that you get to experience it in the moment. And having a video of that doesn't actually reflect what it was like to be there in that moment. So I think that's a bit different.
Yeah. See, I was thinking the same thing with the gigs. It's not okay, but there's some scenarios where it has to be. Like, let's say this woman's gone to a gig to cheer herself up and a kid's in the hospital. and then she's getting messages from the hospital saying something's wrong with your kid.
Kid's
You need to
fucking
shop.
dead.
Your kid has basically logged out of Minecraft, and yeah, we need you to come to the hospital right now. In that scenario, it would be okay, but you can't really tell what someone's going through if they're on the phone. So if you kick off at someone because they're on the phone, then that's just being a dick.
And what does Mr. Crispy Bacon Neil always say?
Don't be a dick.
Be a dick.
Am I doing an outro then?
Oh, I don't know.
I haven't planned that far.
This is your magical mystery guest. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. We really hope you enjoyed it. And you got to listen to us babble on about music and what we do and don't like. But if you didn't enjoy it, we don't really give a crap, because you need to just keep calm and shut the fuck up, you wee little wanker.
In fact, I've got an idea. We'll all do our own version of an outro. So you've done yours, I'll do mine, then you do yours. Ready? Right, thank you for listening to the Keep Calm and Shut the Fuck Up podcast. We hope you've enjoyed this episode, but we really do not give a fuck. Right, Cerys?
Is that it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'm thinking. I haven't had time to think about this. I cannot concentrate when you're talking still. Your mic's off. That's not going to work. Thank you for listening to the podcast today, except not really, because we couldn't care less if you were here or not. We've been Keep Calm and Shut the Fuck Up, and we would love it if you would keep calm and shut the fuck up, and we'll see you next time. We did it. Kind of. That was a train wreck.